All right, let's talk about a morning routine that is so efficient, so simple, you literally have no more excuses. We're going to break down how to sculpt your abs in just 10 minutes a day. No gear, no nonsense, just results.
Okay, be honest. Does this sound familiar? You wake up, you feel that spark of motivation, and you promise yourself, that's it. Tomorrow I start training my abs for real. And then reality hits, right? That snooze button suddenly feels like it has the gravitational pull of a black hole, and all that motivation just evaporates. It's a story we all know, but we're about to give it a completely different ending. So, what's the fix? Well, here it is, a powerful, no-excuse routine that needs zero equipment. Just 3 moves, 10 minutes, every single morning. And the reason it's so effective is that these 3 moves work together to hit your entire core. We're talking the front, the deep inner muscles, and the sides, the whole shebang. And just look at how simple this is. We've got the crucifix crunch, the core hold series, and side plank raises. It's all laid out, easy to follow, and designed to torch your core in under 10 minutes. So let's dive into that first move. All right, first up, the crucifix crunch. Yeah, it sounds pretty dramatic, and you know what? It kind of is. The biggest win here is that you're hitting both your upper and lower abs at the same time. We love that kind of efficiency. Okay, so here's how you do it. You start flat on your back with your arms and legs spread wide like a starfish. Then you're going to crunch everything in. Bring those hands all the way in to touch your heels. And as you extend back out, the real trick here is to keep your head and shoulders off the ground the entire time. That's what keeps the tension on your abs. But here's the secret sauce, the thing that makes this move really work. At the very top of that crunch, you need to squeeze. And as the source says, imagine you're trying to crack a walnut with your abs. That's the level of intensity we're talking about. No half-hearted reps here. So, what are you aiming for? 3 sets, 10 to 15 slow, controlled reps. Seriously, if your core isn't on fire by the end of that second set, you need to focus more on that walnut cracking squeeze at the top. Okay, moving on to number 2, the core hold series. And I just love this subtitle. It's the slow burn that quietly ruins your day. And they mean that in the best possible way, I promise. Think of this as one solid 90-second block of pure core work. There is zero rest between these holds. You'll start with a 30-second leg hold, just hovering your heels off the floor. Then you immediately transition into a 30-second hollow hold. And to finish it off, you go right into 30 seconds of fast leg flutters. It is a true test. And that middle part, that hollow hold, the source material puts it perfectly. This one recruits your soul, not just your abs. And that really gets to the heart of it. This isn't just about physical strength. It's about building that mental toughness to just hold on. All right, time for the finisher, side plank raises. This move is so important because, let's be real, your obliques aren't just for decoration. They are absolutely critical for stabilizing your entire body. This is the move that completes that 360-degree core workout. And with this one, form is absolutely everything. You get into a strong side plank, make sure that elbow is right under your shoulder. Then you slowly, and I mean slowly, dip your hip down toward the floor. Then drive it right back up. Control is the name of the game here. Now this right here is the most important thing to remember. You have to imagine a straight line running from your head all the way down to your feet. No sagging hips, no wobbling around. Keep that body rigid. That's how you guarantee your obliques are doing all the heavy lifting. The sweet spot here is about 30 to 45 seconds on each side. Trust me, you'll feel that burn start to creep in, and when it does, that's when you know you're making progress. And that's it. That's the whole routine. 3 moves, about 10 minutes. So now, the real mission is to turn this into your own personal 7-day challenge. The goal is simple, but awesome. Build abs that show up before you even have your morning coffee. And look, if you stick with this, what actually happens? Well, you're going to build a way tighter core, for sure. You'll probably notice your posture improving, but maybe the biggest win of all, you finally stop ghosting your own workouts and build a habit you can be proud of. So there you have it. The plan is laid out, it couldn't be simpler, and the results are just waiting for you. The only real question left is, are you ready to wake up tomorrow and finally start?